All right, we're back out with Bella, and so as Ben was getting the camera ready, I came out, I put her on a remote sit. It is really hot, and so one of the things we talked about today is we're gonna try to film earlier when he first gets here, and Ben's actually gonna come a little bit earlier than I normally ask him to, so we can get most of our training now, from now on. I've been doing most of my older dogs at night, last hour. Maybe I can get an hour and a half in with them before it gets dark, just because it's just too warm. So you'll be able to see she's gonna get hot real quick. But before Ben came out, hey, I had her on a remote sit. I'm gonna show you exactly what I did. Bella, here, good. Come on, come on. Good. I want to get her in this habit of continue this habit of stopping in front of me, because it's going to transfer to the delivery. Eventually, if we decide we want her to come in and swing into heel, that's fine. But right now, she wasn't going to come in to swing into heel. She was just trying to fade off, and I don't like that. So, heel. What we're going to do, one of the reasons I'm glad we're getting back to some retrieving is we're getting to the point in hold conditioning, and this is continuation of our hold conditioning. We're getting to the point in hold conditioning where we're actually starting to let her get some retrieves. And so one of the things that I'm glad about with that is that now that she's doing that, we can get back to some steadiness and denials. And we haven't done these in a long time because I don't typically throw a lot of denials without letting the dogs get a reward of a retrieve for the steadiness. So I like giving them lots of denials, but not necessarily during hold, without them getting the idea of, you know what, I'm steady and I'm quiet and I'm patient, and eventually I should get one. So now I can go back to some denials. I also think the denials are nice because we've been calling her off sit. And so what's happening is we're actually starting to incorporate hold from focused hold, which all we did was hold. Now we're starting to build in some of the other stuff that she's pretty good at, and we've been working at quite a bit leading up to this point, a lot, 100% up to this point. So we're starting to fade back into other training things and incorporating. We're gonna expect and require the hold behavior to transfer now back into some of this other stuff. So, you know, I sit to the whistle, a recall. This is an extension. This is preparing for when we get out in the yard here and make a retrieve. So we sit her to the whistle, we stop her. Here, good. This is an extension. Come on, you can see that heat is hard on them. Come on. Sit. Not the best. See how she wanted to slide on me there? Sit, good, heel. So I'm gonna bring her into the shade so we can start working on some of the hold stuff. But you see where I'm getting the idea of we actually can start to build in more stuff into this session, where early on there was no way I would have gone from holding on the freezer or moving on the freezer to remote sit to steadiness to stop to the whistle. Our focus needed to be on master the skill. Now that she's mastered that skill to a degree that I feel pretty good about, now what we're gonna do is start to build in the other stuff back into it. So we separated a skill, we got pretty good at it, now we're gonna layer it back into some of the other stuff. I'm gonna start out today, this is a different dummy, she hasn't picked this one up, we haven't done hold with this size, hold. That's one that we used to put on the freezer with her, hold. That's just a standard size. Good. We gotta be kind of short and crisp when it's heat. Look at her, look at how she's sitting right now. She's just sluggish. It's hot, it's hard to work in this. So you got mental fatigue and physical. Here, good, come on. Good girl. Good position, good. That's a good dog. Did, very good. Nice position there. Today, we're gonna, Bella, a lot more energy when she's gonna go out to make a retrieve. Good, hold, right? Hold. Good. Come on, sit. Right here, good. There's where I want it. Dead. It's just such a difference. All we did was add in the element that she has to run out and pick it up. And that slight difference gets her energy up, gets her excitement levels up to forget the finish. Bella. Good. Come on. Hold. Hold. No. Hold. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hold. Good. Right here. There. Did. Now, you saw that was, hey, shake. Let's get your head on straight here. Enough of this crap. I mean, that's just a really sloppy way to start this session. My expectations are higher than they were 3 days ago, 4 days ago, last week. Bella. Good. Come on. Good. Very good. Come here. That's the way to do it. So I want you to notice, dead. I want you to notice what a difference, sit. A solid correction. Wasn't being mean, wasn't picking on her. It was a solid, firm correction. It was a, you know better. And it was because I think she knows better. I don't think she made that mistake out of just an accident. She decided I wasn't going to do it. And that's just not, we just can't have that. Not when you should know it. So find the amount of correction that you need to change the behavior. And then when it happens right, let her know. It's a clear distinction in her head. I did it wrong, I did it right. Bella. Good. Hold. Sit. Good dog. Good dog right here. That's it. That's the finish I want. Nice job. Good girl. Good girl. And so what we're going to do is make sure, hold, that retrieve looks like this delivery. Here. Good. Much slower, controlled pace. Beautiful little delivery. Nice. Dead. Very good. All I'm doing now is saying, now you gotta run out there and get it. Come here. And come back the same way. Bella. Good dog. Good dog. Come on. That's sit. Sit. Very good. Had to think twice about it, didn't you? Good dog. Good girl. Good. Dead. Good. Get back to her just like we did when she was a puppy. Good. Heel. Heel. Mix this up a little bit. Keep it kind of exciting. Good dog. And I don't know if it makes it any more exciting, but it keeps her honest. Sit. Good. Now it takes, here. Right here. Now we just got another retrieve. Sit. Good. Got another chance for her to practice her delivery. Dead. Good dog. Ooh, I like that one. Rolled off the porch. When I threw that one, I thought to myself, I should throw it off the porch. I didn't. It ended up working out. Bella. Good. I'm going to back up. Good. Easy, easy, sit. Good. Good dog. She made an honest mistake there. She caught herself and she tried really hard to finish. Dead. Dead. And I say dead before I'm ready for it. Because I'm excited. That was, here. That showed me, that gets me excited because that was a real clear thing that to me, that she tried really hard. First off, she ran out and got it. We know that gets her excited. Second off, she ran off the porch and got into the grass. That gets her more excited. Third, she got a lot of running head steam on the way back. She had a lot of momentum. And then she looked up and went, oh my God, I'm running out of real estate. I reminded her, easy. She slammed on the brakes, slid in, and did her best. Now, was it perfect? Absolutely not. Should she learn from that to slow down and come in under control? Yes, that's what we want. But what it showed me was, I'm trying. Lock the brakes. Where if she didn't do that, if she came flying by and decided to go past me and not show me that effort, I would have corrected her. I'd have corrected her very similar to how I corrected her sloppiness before. But there's no reason to correct her trying. She didn't do it right. but she tried. And so that's really an important part of understanding, heel, come on, understanding whether or not she's giving you her best shot, or is she just kind of checked out and doing it her way. That's where you have to figure out, that's when you have to figure out, do you correct it or do you praise it based on what she's doing, and so that she can learn. That's all part of the process of learning. If she doesn't know it's right, it's hard for her to replicate. If she doesn't know it's wrong, why would she change? And if you don't, it's all about us letting her know if it's right or wrong. And it's got to be right. Like, we have to be correct in how we read it. If we're reading it wrong, it's just confusing to her. Bella, this one's off the porch a good ways. Good girl. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ooh, this is going to be a challenge. Easy, easy, easy. Right here. Sit. Good. Not a bad little effort. Here. She knew she was in trouble. I knew she was in trouble the way she had the dummy. When she dropped it, it was because she started thinking about a couple things at once. She started thinking, I got to slow down, and I'm carrying this thing really bad. Carrying it really poorly. So she corrected herself. I didn't have to correct her. I didn't have to fix the dummy when it got back. She dropped it because she kind of panicked, I think, a little bit at that point. Dropped it, picked it back up properly, came in. I'm giving her praise because she was trying to do it right. She's just not coordinated enough yet to do it. Bella. Good dog. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There. Easy. 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 Very. No, 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 no. Come on. Come on. Come on. Sit. Good. Did. She slowed down, but she got lazy at the end, and that's why I corrected it. She's tired, she's hot. And the thing about this is this makes it a lot harder on her. Her excitement, her love for retrieving is what's pushing her through. But I can tell when she runs out to it as hard as she did, which she did a nice job, but then she ran over it, and she kind of came back to it and she picked it up. She did it because she loves doing it, but it's nowhere near, it's just wearing her out right now. She's getting some fatigue. So another reason why timing of the day is probably pretty important. So let's put her on sit here. We're going to change this session. So we're going to now go from hold, which I think she gained something today. I do think she learned a few things. I'm going to put her in the shade. Heel. Now we're going to sit to the whistle. We're going to throw a few dummies for her. Good. Good dog. Good dog. Pop, 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 pop. Here. Here. And I'm going to call her off those dummies. Right here. Come on, come on. No, 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 no. Come on. Sit. Good. Beautiful to the front. Good. Sit. I'm going to pick them up. And that's going to be it for today. For hold. You know, that's it for hold. I'm not going to make any more retrieves with her tonight. The one thing I would maybe do with her in addition to this is when it gets hot or when it cools off and I work older dogs, I might take her with me and just have her sit and watch. That will be more tempting. That'll be way more steadiness, value in building steadiness than this. Right now she's just beat. So I might do something like that with her, but on a hot day like today, if I push it anymore, there are a few things that potentially would happen. She'd get sloppy. And if she'd get sloppy with picking up dummies, having a hard time holding them right, it's countering what I'm trying to gain out of that hold lesson. So tomorrow we're going to film her early in the morning. And I bet you we'll have a chance to go a little longer. I just had to shorten it up. Do I want to go longer? I do. I'd like to, because today we had her retrieving out in the yard. It's just a matter of having her, she had to deliver on the porch. Here, come here. Come on. Good girl. right here, right here, right here, right here. And sit. And now she's getting pretty used to that. That little front delivery is getting pretty nice. But today it's just shorter than what I would want it to be, at the risk of losing what we've gained. We've gained something again. It's a really simple short lesson. Positive one.